Hello everybody. This is a video about fixing a broken Rotring Isograph. This is not a video about cleaning a Rotring Isograph, which is something very different. I cleaned it several times, but it wouldn't work. As you can see, the lines don't show good anymore. So before I threw it away, I thought I'd give it a try to see what's inside the nib. So remember, this is something you would never do with an Isograph that just needs to be cleaned. Never ever take the screwdriver and unscrew the nib if you just want to clean your Isograph. This is something you do when you're about to throw it away, but giving it a last chance to see what's inside. Okay, so turn the screwdriver to the left side. And what you take out is a little thingy with a wire on top. And that's the tricky part, because you have to get it back in the nib again, this tiny, tiny little wire. That's the nib, and you can't disassemble it any further. There is still some ink left inside. And the other thing gives you dirty hands, because there's a lot of ink inside. And here I should have been a bit more careful not to bend the little wire on the top. You want it to keep it straight. And here I figure out that it's actually two parts. One holder and one metal thing. And here I'm trying to find out what that is, but it's just a holder to be able to put that metal thing back in the nib. Nothing inside. Trying to look inside the nib, but you can see nothing but blackness. Obviously there's still some ink left, so I sped up the footage where I cleaned it up as good as I can. Still nothing to see inside, so I grabbed some Q-tips to clean it and take as much ink out as I can. And even with a lamp, you can't really see what's going on inside. Okay, now trying to put that back again. This is where it could all go wrong. You want that wire to be as straight as it can, because you have to meet the hole in the nib, which is really, really tiny, with that little wire. So as you can see by the shaking of my hands, it's a very exciting process. And obviously it worked. There was no resistance. Put that screw back in. And now I'm testing it. And finally putting it back together. I have another video on my channel where I show you how that works. And now the final moment has come to try out if it worked. Put up some ink back in, and yes, it worked. The lines are nice and straight again, just like new. I was lucky in that case. But remember, do that on your own risk. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye. I was so happy that I fixed it, but one day later, there was no ink coming out the nib anymore. And so I tried to take a look inside what happened. And as you can see, it won't come out that easy anymore. And here you can see the little wire on the top, that tiny, tiny little wire that was supposed to go straight into the nib. It didn't. It bended. And so the ink couldn't flow through the nib anymore. And I can't get it straight again. There's no chance I can get it back in that tiny little hole again. So experiment didn't work. Bye bye, Isograph.